Hey everybody, Andy Stickle here. Hope you're having a good Monday. Every once in a while I come across an ad that somebody puts up for a law firm and it just kind of makes me mad. And the reason it makes me mad is because it's so just misguided. Like whoever either created this ad, and it's usually not an attorney. 99% of the time it's not an attorney. It's usually some sort of marketing company that said, "Oh, hey, we can run LinkedIn ads for you." But the problem is that these ads just drive me crazy. And what I'm talking about right now is this ad right here for Clark Law Firm. Now, I'm in LinkedIn. This is my inbox in LinkedIn. I'm just looking at this, and this thing popped up. And it's for Clark Law Firm. Turn to Clark Law Firm PC in Birmingham, Alabama. Hire an attorney with more than a decade of experience. Okay, great. What the hell do they do? It's such a waste of an ad. Why would you do? I mean, there's no. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, when you're creating an ad, you typically want to, first explain what you do. It's not like they're a restaurant where it's just, everybody needs an attorney. I mean, most people don't need an attorney, and then when they do need an attorney, they need a very specific type of attorney. So it's just, I'm assuming maybe they're business law or something like that, but it doesn't call out what they do. It doesn't call out and what the benefit is to hiring them, other than the fact that they have a decade of experience. Okay, great. Every lawyer that's been practicing for more than 10 years has more than a decade of experience. Great, you've really differentiated yourself there. What people need to do is you need to actually, first of all, in an ad, you need to say what you actually do, and then what the benefit of hiring you is, and that will make this ad a lot better. I mean, the reality is that they might get click-throughs, but it's probably people that are just looking at it, trying to figure out what they actually do. LinkedIn advertising is very expensive. It's more expensive than Facebook. I think it's actually more expensive than Google AdWords. But this is just a waste. I mean, anyone that actually could see this, that is a potential target. So I haven't even clicked on the ad. I'm assuming that maybe they're business law. I don't know, but because they're advertising on LinkedIn, but what type of business law? There's so many different, do they do commercial real estate? Do they do, business transactions? What do they do? Do they do contract law? This is just an example of basically, advertising for the sake of advertising. So every ad that every time you put up an ad, always think about, you have to look at it from the consumer side. Look at that as somebody who has no idea who your firm is, who has no idea who Clark Law Firm is or what you do. And you have to look at them and you say, okay, if I'm going to attract, my ideal customer, my ideal client, what does this ad need to actually say to get them to contact me? First thing it needs to say is what the hell you do. Second thing is how them hiring you is going to benefit them. Those are the two biggest things. Then you can also throw in there more than a decade of experience or some sort of credibility. That's fine. But don't lead with more than a decade of experience where you have no idea, and they have no idea what you even do. So just a little food for thought. Next time you're doing an ad, if you ever do an ad, keep that in mind. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.